Before March 30th, 2011, teen drivers under the age of 18 could not drive from midnight to 5 in the morning for non-emergency purposes during their first year of having a Level 2 graduated driver's license. On December 14, 2010, House Bill 4493, nicknamed First and 10, was signed by Michigan's Governor Granholm. First and 10 was proposed by State Representative Richard LeBlanc and was an amendment to the previous teen driving laws that were in place. The amendment stated that people under the age of 18 that have a graduated driver's license cannot drive from 10 at night to 5 in the morning and can only have one passenger that is not a family member in the car. Hence the name, First and 10. Don't exceed your first passenger and don't drive after 10 p.m. Once Bill 4493 was put into effect on March 30, 2011, teen drivers face stricter and more inconvenient restrictions than ever before. The restrictions implied in the First and 10 law did not and do not make things safer for teen drivers. They only create another inconvenience for the teens and the parents of those teens. The First and 10 law should be either seriously revised or the law should be completely abolished and changed back to what it was before March 30, 2011.
Okay. Alright, my name is John Caruso. I'm 16 and I have a graduated driver's license. I was 15 when I heard about the new driver laws, like not being able to drive past 10 or whatever until you're like 17. And I mean, I didn't really care. Well, I mean, I did, but I didn't at the moment because I mean, I was only 15 and I didn't know what I could do after 10. So I guess I really didn't care until I actually got my license, and then I realized that it was really, really stupid.
That's right, John. It is stupid, but you have to acknowledge that there must be some reason for the law. Driving at night can get pretty dangerous.
I mean, I understand why they did it. It's to like protect teenagers from drunk drivers and stupid people, but I mean, who's gonna drunk drive at 10:01? It's just like, if you're gonna drink and drive at like 10 o'clock at night, you probably live with your mom. Let's be honest.
John, making drunk drivers feel bad about themselves probably won't help the situation. Regardless, teens have been known to cause an awful lot of car crashes. In fact, just in the year 2004, over 5,000 teenagers were killed because of car accidents. Not all took place during 10 to midnight, but still, 5,000 teenagers are dead because of accidents. Shouldn't we do everything we can to prevent that?
Well, we're teenagers though, so we do stupid stuff anyways. It doesn't really matter and it's not going to change anything, but I mean, we're filming in the middle of a road. Was it smart at all? No, definitely not. But we did it anyway. Why not?
Okay, well, honestly, that's a horrible mentality, and I seriously hope that you don't use that attitude while driving. Do you think that teens that drink and drive realize how much trouble they could get into?
I guess the kids that are drinking and they disregard the 21-year-old like drinking age, they're the same kids that will basically disregard the 10 o'clock and the 12 o'clock curfew. Because, I mean, if you're stupid enough to break one law, you're just going to break a smaller law right after that. And basically you're breaking 3 laws by doing that because drinking and driving is kind of illegal. And so you're getting hammered with, literally getting hammered. You're gonna be caught with drinking and driving after 10 o'clock / midnight, and drinking, period.
That's some pretty heavy stuff, and you're right. The kids that would break such serious laws like drinking and driving and underage drinking would probably disregard the 10 o'clock curfew, whether it is a law or not. The curfew isn't the only part of the First and 10 law, though. Over 50% of teen car crashes involve distractions. What do you think about only being able to have one other person in the car with you that isn't a family member?
Like, the other half of the First and 10 law, it's, has to be the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Like, if I'm trying to go somewhere with my friends, we're not gonna take 4 cars to get there just because I can't take more than one person. Like, it's either break a law, which probably is just a rule, or waste a bunch of gas. So I'm pretty sure I'd probably lean towards breaking a rule law instead of wasting gas. Because I mean, I'm pretty sure I care about the environment more than I care about this little rule law. Because, I mean, who's going to just pull you over for, like, looking like you're 16 with a couple kids in your backseat? Stupid.
That does seem a little extreme. Doing things like going to movies, going to baseball, basketball, or football games, and much more can be limited due to the First and 10 law, especially if you want to do anything with a few friends. Do you think it limits you too much as a teen driver?
The First and 10 law, it doesn't do anything. I mean, I've driven past 10 o'clock. I'm still here. I'm still safe. My car is fine. I am fine. My license is fine. So I'm pretty sure it does nothing. I mean, if I can't drive past 10 o'clock, when I need some Taco Bell at midnight, I need my fourth meal. I'm going to go there and I'm going to get my Taco Bell. I do not care what you say. So this law better go away, because I need my Taco Bell every once in a while. Especially at like midnight to 1. Because, I mean, they're open till 3 on a reason. So that teenagers like me can get some Taco Bell in early morning.
I must agree, Taco Bell is delicious. Making it illegal for you to drive down the road and pick up a late dinner seems ridiculous. Parents used to benefit from their kids being able to drive past 10 as well. Before First and 10 was in place, parents could realize they needed milk or eggs for the next morning and not have to worry about leaving the house. They could just pass that responsibility to their new teen driver, who would be glad to exercise their new driving skills. Since you want the First and 10 driving law to be gone, what would you say to Richard LeBlanc if you had the chance?
First and 10 sucks!
Once again, John, you were right. It sucks indeed. Being able to take your friends places and drive till midnight used to be a part of the novelty of turning 16 and getting your license. Now teens are babied into driving, just like everything else teens do. Driving can be an important coming of age for people, and it is unfair to say that teens do not have enough driving experience. The driver's training course teens take is rigorous and takes a lot of time not only in the classroom, but behind the wheel. Teens are trained by professionals and should be trusted after they pass the class. The First and 10 law is unfair to teens and should be removed.